Hi guys, let's see about the review of textbook B.D. Chaurasia, Human Anatomy, the volume number 3, Head and Neck Brain, the 5th edition. Now in the market, 6th and 7th edition is available. The price of this textbook is 1350 rupees. Then let's see about the content. The first section, Head and Neck, and the second section is Brain. First section, Head and Neck, osteology of head and neck, scalp, temple and face, side of neck, back of the neck, contents of the vertebral canal, cranial cavity, contents of the orbit, anterior triangle of the neck, parotid region, temporal and infratemporal region, submandibular region, deep structures in the neck, prevertebral region, mouth and pharynx, then nose and paranasal sinus, larynx, tongue, ear and vestibulocochlear nerve, eyeball, surface marking and radiological anatomy. Then the last one is appendix. First let's see about the brief discussion. The osteology of head and neck. Before that we will see what are the contents section of this head and neck. Osteology, like main cranial cavity, anterior triangle of the neck, that is a very important, like larynx, pharynx, tongue, ear, eyeball, all those things will come under this head and neck. Then osteology of the neck, first the introduction, then about pad and unpad, like what are the bones will come under this pad and unpad, like skull joint, topographic anatomic position of the skull. Then the diagrammatic representation of anatomical position of skull. Then frontalance of the skull is given. Then about the norma frontalis, internasal suture, frontonasal suture and nasomaxillary suture is given in the diagram. Then about the muscles of the facial expressions, that is very important, muscles of the facial expression. Then about the facial artery and middle meningeal artery is given, like the normobasalis. Then cranial fossa is given. Then tabular column, the table, like how its sex differences in skull, like features males and females. Here derivatives of endodermal pouches, derivatives of ectodermal pouch clefts are given. Then about the foramina of the skull bones of their content. Then the clinical anatomy of this chapter, head and neck, is given clearly with a diagram, like fracture of the nasal bone, how should we, with the clinical approach of the patient, that's very important. Then about the scalp, temple and face, like line of dissection, layers of the scalp, it's like superficial layer. Dissection is given in the tabular column. Then about the facial muscles, like some of the facial muscles are given, like zygomatics, major smile, levator labii superior, this all those diagrams, like the tabular column of the facial muscles. Then deep and superficial veins of pterygoid plexus. Then clinical anatomy, like bilateral sebaceous cyst. Then about brachial plexus, nerve seen in the posterior triangle of the neck. Then about the contents of the vertebral canal, like ligamentum dentaculum, formation of the spinal nerves. Then about clinical anatomy, cranial nerves, the dissection of given in the bones, lectoral cranial nerves, how its development of cranial fossa, tributaries, all those things, like intracranial venous sinus, lateral view, cavernous sinus. Then about arterial supply, then contents of orbit, the main contents of orbit. Then about the facial seat of the eyeball in the coronal section. Then like arrow indication of direction of the movements of the eye from right to left is given. Then about arteries of the eyeball, then clinical anatomy. then parotid gland, like maxillary artery, mandibular, all those things, nerve, all those things are given. Then clinical anatomy, then connection of the ganglion, like how it's connecting. Then clinical anatomy, deep structures in the neck. Then about lymph nodes of head and neck. Then about mouth and pharynx, like oral cavity, lips, all those things, gums, gingiva, teeth. Then the development of the tooth and nerve supply of the teeth. Then pharynx, the dissection is given, the length, dimension, boundaries. Then nose and paranasal sinus, like nasal septum, like venous drainage, arterial supply, concha and meatus is given. Then about the tongue, like root, the main external features, and the diagrammatic representation of genioglossus, intrinsic muscles of the tongue, nerve supply of the tongue, ear, then like auricle, pinna, external auricle, internal auricle. Then about the middle ear, the diagrammatic representation of the ear, three parts of the malleus, incus, stapes. Then about the ear ossicles. Then about the clinical anatomy, like otoscopic examination, how it should be done, it's given clearly. Then about the clinical anatomy. Then about the next one is brain. In brain, first introduction, meninges of the brain and cerebrospinal fluid, spinal cord, cranial nerves, and brainstem, cerebellum, fourth ventricle, cerebrum, third ventricle, lateral ventricle and lymphatic system, neural pathways and reticular formation, blood supply of the spinal cord and brain, the main investigation of radiological anatomy of the head, then appendix and index. Then first the brain and CSF, that is durameter, pyometer and arachnoid membrane, the diagrammatic representation of diaphragm, cella and the tabular column for durameter, then subarachnoid cisterns, then circulation of CSF, the main tabular column of CSF, how it's passing through. Then about the clinical anatomy, lumbar puncture, how it should be done in the lumbar puncture in adult. Then about the spinal cord, like how spinal cord, thoracic, lumbar, all those things. Then cell groups on spinal cord is given. Then clinical anatomy. Then fourth ventricular node, the trochlear nerve. Then nerve distribution, like trigeminal nerve, how from brainstem with the central connections, and this distribution branches of trigeminal nerve. And the 12 cranial nerves are explained very clearly with explanation and the diagrammatic representation. And the clinical anatomy is given. Then about this brainstem, that is medulla oblongata, pons, etc. The midbrain, all those diagrammatic representation is given. And clinical anatomy, cerebellum, like relations of cerebellum, anatomical positions of cerebellum. Here then basal nuclei, the main subcortical where it's situated. Then about corpus striatum, the tabular column for connections of corpus striatum is given. Then connections of corpus striatum, then white matter of cerebellum, then like dissection box is given, then association of fibers, then about fibers of various part of internal capsule, then about extrapyramidal fibers, then the clinical anatomy. Clinical anatomy is very important. Here the diencephalon, then summary of functions and the effects of damage of lobes of brain, then basal ganglia, Then third ventricle, lateral ventricles and lymphatic system. Here the boundaries of the third ventricle is given. And then about the lateral ventricles and the dissection of this is given. Then about the boundaries of central part of the lateral ventricle. Then about boundaries of anterior horn of the lateral ventricle. Then clinical anatomy. Some neural pathways and reticular formation is the next chapter. Then taste pathway is given. Then this blood supply of the spinal cord and brain. Then clinical anatomy. Then investigation of neurological and radiological anatomy. Then appendix. Then about the clinical terms, mnemonics and multiple choice question. Thank you.